Hey, Anton here from GT Canada. I know what you're thinking. Anton, haven't you already done everything you can do on a Ford Flex front suspension? Well, the answer is no. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you watched my other video, you know that I swapped my front struts, and you know that I told you to make sure you get the right struts for your car. If you have a 2009 Ford Flex, this strut that just has a hole in it will not work with your sway bar link. Now, the factory sway bar link actually has a tapered end on the top. There's no tapered hole here for it to go into, so it'll actually wiggle up and down and clunk around. My workaround for that was to weld a nut onto the backside here. Try and use that to keep it tight. As you can see from the wear marks here, that did not work. So I decided I was going to upgrade to the 2010 and up sway bar links, which should work. They actually do work on here. That just goes in like that. And then when you cinch the nut on there, it's super tight and has no problem. Where you will have a problem though, in your factory 2009 sway bar, this hole down here is not big enough for this bolt to fit through, which creates a problem. This hole needs to be drilled out to 9/16 of an inch, which seems like an easy enough thing to do. I used a step bit, which burned up and became dull. I used a 9/16 inch, just regular bit. Now this bit was $50, and it will drill the hole out to the right size, but if you're like me and all you've got is a high-speed steel bit like this, it will go dull before you get through here. So I tried a new approach, and that is I used a Dremel tool with one of these on it. This is just a regular high-speed nibbling bit. It has multiple teeth on it, which will just grind right through there and chew it all up. Now the Dremel that I'm using is nothing fancy. I picked this up at Princess Auto in Canada, which you can tell by the Power Fist logo on it. It does come with this flexible attachment so that I can get in there a little bit tighter. You do not have to have that. You can still get it in if you've got one like this. And these are really inexpensive. You can get one for under $40. So for the price of this drill bit right here, which was $50, you can get this and this. This was $12 at Princess Auto. You can go to Harbor Freight. They'll probably have one if you're in the United States of America. And really all we're going to do is just nibble it out. The only thing to know is that this bit, even though I cinch it down super tight, as I get traction on it, it wants to walk out. So I'll have to stop multiple times, stick it back in and tighten it up. Not a big deal. Also, make sure you're wearing eye protection while you're doing this so you don't hurt yourself. Once that hole is big enough, this will effectively be pretty much a full 2010 and up Ford Flex suspension. I've already used the sway bar bushings from 2010 and up, which I've showed you in a previous video. I've already used the struts from a 2010 and up, which I showed you how to change those in a video. Now I'm changing these links, which will get rid of all of my clunking once and for all. So this actually was very, very easy to do. It just nibbled it away, and I spent about 2 hours yesterday trying to do this with drill bits, and this just took me, well, 3 minutes. And that is my 2010 suspension swap on the sway bar link. So I just got to put the tire back on. Actually, I got to put the other side on. Then that's it. This is complete. It's much tighter now. It's a way tighter fit. With the new struts, you'll have a hard time finding a 2009 strut, so you're likely going to have to do this modification. It's really not that hard if you've got a Dremel tool. So if you've got a Dremel tool, you can do this on pretty much any sway bar. They're going to be a little bit tougher steel, so they will wear out your drill bits and all that stuff. I promise you, use one of these grinders. It makes it so much easier, way faster. So it works on the 2009 Ford Flex when you're doing a conversion to a 2010 and up sway bar setup without changing the sway bar itself, but it'll also work on any other car where you need the sway bar hole to be bigger. Don't waste your time with drill bits. It's a waste of time, I promise you, waste of time. Hey, thanks for watching another GT Canada video. We got lots of great stuff in store, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest stuff as we upload it. Comment below and watch the next video.